Hello everyone and welcome to another One Punch Man The Strongest video. Today we are back in server 7 reviewing one of our clubmates account. His name is NGOH. So NGOH is actually 81 in the power ranking and rank 22 on the arena ranking, which is very good. This is his current arena lineup with first speed tank top to put up the shield for Koketsu and RMG, then from there the RMG going a second speed to wipe out the opponents. For this one it's okay because essentially the RMG is taking out units at the back, Watchdog is taking out units at the front, so this one is considered a pretty okay lineup. Next we'll be taking a look at his basics. So for his home training, I'll say that it's pretty well done in the sense that all of his training hall are maxed out. Then for his skill and battle training, he has been putting in effort to actually max out both the attack and the HP. Next we'll be taking a look at his core. So for his core, I would say it's pretty okay in the sense that he has most of the usable core. For this one, I will actually recommend you to swap it with the Child Emperor right now. Reason being, for most of the future units, you will actually be using a lot of this extra damage. So for example, your ATT, Monsterized Trolls, and Vaccine Man. So why I'll recommend it right now is because for your Child Emperor core is actually only level 3, so you will actually need some time to actually do your core trials over here. Then from there you are able to raise it up to a decent standard in November. On top of that, in the future generally you actually want to have more damage, then from there before the opponents even heal up, they are able to be killed off. Also for your home request, it's pretty well done in the sense that you have go for the 2 special quests and also you actually resetted for the 2 daily supply tickets. So as of now you have 300 core supply ticket, which is very good. Your training center is pretty well done as well in the sense that you have 2 characters of each element and all of it is SSR character, which is very good. So as of now you have 105 in terms of skill training limit, so I believe you actually put in time and effort to actually concentrate all your resources into these 8 characters, which is very good. For the characters gear, I would say it's not very well done in the sense that although you are using your tank top as one of your main DPS, however you have not maxed out his gears over here, so this one is not very okay. You actually want to you have enough gear tickets. So in this case, you can actually take some time to actually raise up his gears to the maximum. As of now, the maximum for you will be level 108 based on your character level. Then for this Watchdog, it is not very well done as well in the sense that you still have purple gears on him. So in this case, what I recommend is actually to take your gears from other characters, for example your Koketsu over here, and put it onto the Watchdog. For your pens, this one you can actually use non-set pens. So you just put HP on the main stat, and also for your substat you just put in HP, HP bonus and speed. So over here you actually have a HP speed gear, so you can actually put it on your Watchdog and from there it's good to go. You actually want to use the orange gears over the set gears. Reason being, as of right now, I would say most of the battles are won because you actually survive the opponent's attack rather than you healing up and reflecting damage onto the opponents. For your talents itself, I would say it's not very well done in a sense that you actually have quite a lot of these talents that are not maxed yet. For Koketsu, generally you want to max out the HP because it will feel the tank role. Then for tank top, you also generally want to max out the HP, max out the HP and max out the HP. So for this one is quite a waste because you actually spend quite a number of grappler badges to open up the talent page. However, you have not put in any talent into him. So in this case, what you want to do is actually just do the minimum to open the next points on the left and do the minimum to open the next points on the right. Then also one tap onto this last talent point. Then from there, max out the HP. For your RMG, you actually want to max out the attack and max out the HP over here, max out the attack over here, max out the HP over here. Then for this one, it's not very okay in the sense that you actually maxed out everything inside this tree. I believe what happened is that while you are extreme training this RMG into 4 star, you actually took this time to actually talent farm. So in this case, it's not very advisable. what I would recommend is actually to do the minimum to open up this CQ slot. Once you open this CQ slot, you just hold out for the talent farming and go and farm your buff tiers instead. Once the character is 4 stars, you can actually open up the next page, then from there do the minimum for opening up the page 3. Only once you open up the page 3, then you max out the points on the top, 800 points. On the second page, 1,200. So all your points will be going into the talent tree. So from there, it's very easy to max out the attack and the HP. And also, after you have done so, come back to the blue side and complete the blue ones and complete the green ones. After you have done all this, you have some points saved up inside the purple and blue. So in this case, you will actually use the points to max out as much as possible. However, after you finish the point, don't worry about it, stop with the talent farming already. Also, I noticed that you actually have quite a lot of these purple and blue buff here. So what I recommend is actually to dismantle all these purple and blue buff tiers that you have. So you just put in the attack, HP, defense, and put in the purple rarity and below. Then from there, you are able to dismantle for all these buff tier materials. So for these buff tier materials, you can actually use it to increase the strength of your current buff cards. However, I took a look at your buff cards. It's actually not very well washed in the sense that you don't have a lot of good stats on the important gears. What I mean by important gears are basically those buff gears that will give you a huge advantage in battle. So generally you want to have 2 good stats for each of the buff gears that you're putting on. For your main DPS or strong support. For RMG, you actually need to have 2 attack bonuses or 2 speed bonuses onto her. Then for your level card, you actually need 2 damage rate over here. Then for your type card, you actually need 2 crit over here. However, as of right now, I would say is quite okay already now, in the sense that it has attack on most of the stats itself. The next most important card that you want to go for next is actually your hero attack card. Because based on your account, you won't be able to draw for the Armor Mask. We will talk about the character drawing later on. However, as of right now, you actually need to watch for this hero attack speed bonus. I have a video on it previously, you might want to check it out for the demonstration. However, generally for washing, you actually want to open the 5 stats over here, go to this reset. If let's say you have any speed bonus, use your locks to lock the bonus, then from there reset. So once resetted, you will only see the speed bonus over here. Then from there you open the 5 stats again, and you want to rinse and repeat until you see 2 or 3 speed bonus over here. Once you have the speed bonuses, you can actually click on transform all the way until the card is maxed out for the speed bonus and also the attack bonuses if you have any. The next card to watch for is actually for your S-class attack. However, as of now, you do not have your S-class attack, so it is okay. Then for your Esper attack, you can actually take it from your RMG, which is okay as well. The next set of cards to go for is actually for your sub DPS inside the bomb core. So you will have your HP bonus over here, your block rate over here, and your bonus damage over here, because Vaccine Man or Monsterized Trolls will need the bonus damage. For this one, it's actually quite okay already lah. Then for this one, you actually want to wash into your triple block rate if possible. Then if not, 2 block rate is still considered okay. For this one, you actually have the card, you can actually start washing for this bonus damage. However, I would say the most important priority for you right now is still to get the hero card with the 2 to 3 speed bonus, because in the future it's very important for your character to be able to be faster than the opponent to put on the debuff onto the opponent. For your character star level, I noticed that it's all pretty low, in a sense that none of your LSSR characters are 5 stars yet. So in this case, I will actually recommend you to focus on to one LSSR character that you draw until it's 5 star, then move on to the next one. So because now it's already 3rd of July already, so you actually only have 8 days for the extreme training. So when I look at your characters, generally it's still pretty far off from the 5-star mark. So the closest one is only the Watchdog. So in this case, you might actually want to raise the Watchdog to a 4 stars. Then from there, you're able to open up the talents for the Watchdog. So from there, you try to bring this Watchdog over to the bomb meta itself to make the most value out of your this Watchdog draw. Then also take note for the talent farming itself, you actually want to do the minimum and open this C2 slot, and then you open up the next talent page and train for the talent. And on top of that, while doing this, you can actually train up the tank top talent as well to max out the HP nodes, because since you opened it, you might as well just train up the talents for it. So this is his current SAC count. As of now, he has 507 SAC inside the inventory, and I'll say about 50% is inside RMG, and also is split quite unevenly among his other characters. So what I recommend is actually to take out the SAC marked yellow. So from there you put in the SAC onto your tank top and also your watchdog, because they will be your main support and also DPS unit. So from there, all this will actually last until November. I believe when the bomb call comes around, the SAC reversion with the buff gear stats intact will be released already. So from there, you can actually remove out all the SAC from your characters and put it onto your bomb call characters itself. So this is his BT drawing. So for this BT drawing, what I recommend is actually to draw for the ATT on August, then also to skip the Amai on September, because you do not have the SAC and also you do not have any time to extreme training for it. So from August to November, you actually have 3 months to extreme training your ATT. Then from there, if let's say you have any additional time, you can actually 5-star either your RMG or Joro. Then for November, it will be the bomb, very standard, and also Sonic B2 to fill the dolly spot for the bomb core itself. Then for your Galewind as a support unit, after the speed race from the Sonic, stun 2 of the opponents. So from there, your units don't have to deal much damage or don't have to tank much damage. So to sum up, I think that the things are very well done inside the home training, the training center, and also the home request. Then the things that need adjustments are your gear levels. They need to be maxed out for your main DPS or strong support. So your tank top, watchdog, and RMG, their gears need to be at max level. Then for SAC, I would say is quite okay in the sense that you have a lot of SAC onto your RMG. However, for your tank top and also your watchdog, you actually need to give SAC onto them. Then for your this core inside the laboratory, definitely change it to Child Emperor as soon as possible. Then from there, raise the Child Emperor core itself. Then for this orange gear, definitely change your orange gear and put onto your watchdog instead, because most of the battles are actually won through surviving the opponent's attack rather than healing after the opponent attack, because usually the units will be dead already if it's not strong enough. Then also for your Goketsu, I noticed that it's actually running attack Goketsu, so instead you actually want to run HP Goketsu instead. So as of now, you have 8 days to train up the watchdog to 4-star, then from there raise the talent for the watchdog to be put inside your bomb core itself. So basically, the keepsake wise, because you only have 73 tickets inside the inventory, you will not be able to go for both RMG and ATT keepsake. So instead, you might actually want to get the ATT keepsake instead, because your Joro core is not very well done. Also, you have 3 months to extreme training for the ATT to 5-star. So that one will be your first 5-star LSSR character. And from there, you take November to January to raise the bomb core to 5-star. Then also take note, for this mid-October period, you might actually want to start talent farming for this vaccine man. So once November comes around, you actually have enough talents onto the vaccine to be able to put him up to the arena lineup itself. So your arena lineup will look something like this: ATT, Vaccine Man, Bomb, and your zombie that will be swapped into your Sonic V2 in January. Then for Watchdog, swap into your Galewind on March. Then the Dr. Genius will take up the high-tech spot. Overall, it's a very well managed account, however, because you actually stop for quite some time, so your LSSR shard will generally be lower than other players. So in this case, what I recommend is actually to give up on the current Joro core and start to prepare for the bomb core instead. So once the bomb core release, you will be on par with other players, and also if let's say they have not been preparing for the bomb core ahead of time, then you will actually be ahead of them. That's all I have for today. If you find this helpful, be sure to hit the like button. Also subscribe to the channel for more future content. With that, thank you for watching and have a nice day. Goodbye.